Hello YouTubers, this is cessnaace back again with another video. Since the last time I did one of these videos, I've had a number of games come in. Both games, well, they're all games for the Atari 2600. I'll say that right off the bat. Some that came in are homebrews, and some that came in were released back in the day, and one wasn't. In any event, I'll be showing the homebrews in a separate video because I have, I think it's 3 more orders coming from Atari-Age. And I've got some more games from back in the day coming for a different system than the Atari 2600. A system I don't have in my possession as yet, but Awesome Ogre has shipped it to me. Alright, I'm going to be showing these in alphabetical order. Now, this one I already had with this label. I purchased it from Atari-Age. This is a unpublished prototype from 20th Century Fox. Now, Fox got out of the video gaming industry rather suddenly, leaving behind 7 games in prototype form, most of which were completed. This is one of those. Alligator People. Now, there are 9 different game variations of Alligator People. The interesting thing is you have to have the left difficulty switch set for A, because if you have it set for B, you can't die. And what's the point of that? Now, I was on eBay and I came across Alligator People, but with a label that I've seen on DVD releases of the 50s film, The Alligator People. And that's what this uses. So, same game, different labels. Now, I don't know the origin of this, who actually put this out with this variation. All I know is the seller that I bought it from on eBay. Alright. Next up is a game I used to have complete in box many years ago, and I traded that off. Well, I now have it more or less complete in box again. From Parker Brothers, this is Amador. Now, I might have to upgrade the cartridge because I did see a cartridge on eBay of Amador that was in pristine condition, but it didn't have the box and it didn't have the manual. This is the manual. As you can see, it has a corner of the cover cut off. Why, I don't know. I don't remember that from back in the day. Now, there are other games like this. You have to go around painting squares and so forth. In fact, Parker Brothers sold this game to Froggo Games when they got out of publishing games for the consoles, and Froggo altered the sprites as well as the sound, and that led to Spider Droid, which I also have. And then there is Demolition Herbie, which I also have 2 copies of. I have a custom reproduction from Atari Age, and I have an original release with the in a handle cartridge. This is a little note from the seller on eBay. Okay, put the cartridge back in there. Changing publishers once again to Mattel Electronics and their M Network label. This is Astroblast. The M Network cartridges all have this basic design. So there you go. Alright. I'm not sure if I showed this in a previous video or not. It is a port of an arcade game, Gorf. This was published by CBS Video Games. Changing publishers once again. We will be returning to 20th Century Fox. This is from US Games, and it is MAD. MAD does not stand in this case for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, nor does it stand for Mutually Assured Destruction, although that is more in line with what the game is about. Now, this game was released in some PAL territories as Paris Attack. But same game. I've got both on my emulator and they're exactly the same. Okay. From 20th Century Fox. I put up a play video of this some time ago via emulation. I really like this game. I'm just not all that good at it, but there's a person that I subscribe to on YouTube. I wish I could remember his name, but he's got a play video of this that lasts over 3 hours, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So he's much better at it than I am. This is Space Master X7. Now, lore has it that this game was programmed in 2 weeks, but it does not show it. This plays much better. It is more enjoyable than some games that took a lot longer to develop. Okay, and we're going to end this video with a game from Parker Brothers. Back to them. Parker Brothers released 4 games that were based on the Star Wars license. I started to say Star Trek, but the Star Wars license. There was a Star Trek game on the Atari 2600 from Sega. Well, at least based on the Sega arcade game. I think Sega published it. But anyway, this is Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Now, there is a remake / conversion of this for the ColecoVision at Atari Age called Battle of Hoth. Now, currently you can't order any of their ColecoVision titles. That will change shortly. They Al told me that they ran out of legacy boards, and so they had to design a new board for ColecoVision games, and it's in the testing phase, and then once it gets past that point, it will go into the production stage, and then once they have them in stock in sufficient qualities, they will begin offering their ColecoVision homebrews once more. And I'm really wanting to buy Battle of Hoth, which is, as I said, a remake of Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in total. And so, when those additional homebrews come in that are on their way, because I did receive a notice from Atari Age that they have shipped, then I'll do a video on them. Until next time, stay awesome, and remember to check down in the description box for links and a list of my Patreon supporters.